everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Wyoming Blessed with Tish, and if you haven't done so already, please hit that like, and big one, hit the subscribe, and another big one, leave a comment down below so you can be entered into the giveaway for 1,000 subscribers. We are getting closer and closer day by day. We are like 920 something right now, y'all. I don't even know how to tell you how excited I am. I feel like I may cry when I hit 1,000. It's crazy. So today we have surf and turf, but it's kind of a different play on surf and turf because we have a little bit of a petite fillet here. My husband took me out to dinner the other night and that was left, so I was like, I'm gonna put it in my video. We have a lobster tail right here. We have some of them big old crawdads. Big old crawdads, y'all. Look at that. Every video I do with those people are like, oh my gosh, those are huge. Yeah, they are. They're really hard to get into too because of that. We have just two little snow crab. My discard plate, y'all. Two little snow crab claws. And we have some delicious head-on shrimp. Look at these. I got these at the Asian market. Do they not look delicious? And we have my own sauce right here. And then we have that other sauce that I created the other day for the crispy gnocchi mushrooms, which is just mayo and the one times spicy sauce. We have a little bit of corn. These are fresh cucumbers, so they are peeled. That are from the veggie barn where I got those string beans. So I thought, let's do it. And today to drink, we have a sidro, which is apple soda. If y'all haven't tried it, it's amazing. Tastes pretty similar to that crisp apple drink, ice drink that I like to drink. And as you all know, it's Ghost Story Wednesday. We're back to Ghost Story Wednesday. And yeah, I just want to say thank you to all of you that are supporting me right now. I couldn't be happier. So, like, what do I start with first? Y'all know I won't eat much of the steak. And what I don't eat of this, because I don't eat it all, my husband waits for. But he ain't getting none of these head-on shrimp, y'all. Ain't happening. I have waited for these. He's got a whole box in the freezer. But I have waited for these forever. Because I cannot get these in my town. Or anywhere around here, really. We're lucky we even get seafood. I mean, we get seafood, but it's not super duper duper fresh, y'all. But I love the head-on shrimp. Love it. And like I said, this is my own sauce. Y'all, the head-on shrimp have so much flavor. My stomach is doing a little bit better thanks to that mastic gum meal. I'm telling you. Y'all gotta try that. Y'all know that I break the head down. Normally, I would cook the shrimp in the sauce. There's lots of meat in here that sticks to the sides. It's so good. And we are all green today, y'all. Hopefully I don't get anything or too much on this one because it's brand new. I just got it. I waited forever for Amazon to get it. And they finally did. Never go wrong with cucumber. I'm gonna dig into this lobster tail. I cooked it in the air fryer. Hopefully it was correct this time. Put a little bit of Slap Your Mama seasoning on it. Ooh, you know what I forgot? The lemon. Of course. Ooh. It's nice and tender. Sauce has got a kick though. You know, we can't really get big lobster tails here. And if you can, like, I think it's 10 ounce or bigger is $29.99 a pound. I like the little 2 ounce lobster tails. Those are my go-to. I like my steak medium rare. So I tried not to warm this up too much because I don't like it overcooked. But I'll probably have to cook a little more for the husband because he doesn't like it. I forgot my horseradish. But with a good fillet, you don't need it. But that's delicious. It's nice and tender. So, Ghost Story Wednesday. We're gonna do one about our old junior high we used to have here. I'm getting stuff on it. Oh well. So, a couple years ago, they decided when we were in the big boom that they were going to tear down our old junior high. Y'all know I use my teeth. I know, bad. I don't have the patience for them stupid crab crackers. I tried the other night at the restaurant because I was trying to be, you know, mannerful, and it was making me so mad. Because when you use the crab crackers on snow crab, it breaks up the meat inside, and then you can't pull it out all in one. And then that makes me angry because I want it all in one. And I forgot the scissors. Yep, I did. But anyways, as I was saying, they decided to tear down the junior high that I actually went to and move everybody to the one on the other side of town and build a new middle school because, you know, it's different than when I went to school. When I went to school, it was 1st through 6th, 7th through 9th, and 10th through 12th at each school. So 1st through 6th was elementary, 7th through 9th was junior high, and then 10 through 12 was high school. So they do it differently now. I don't really know why, but whatever. Well, they decided to tear down our old junior high. Well, all these are built on top of old mine shafts, like even my house. And, you know, there's history. Like I said, lots of history in this town. And look at that. That's a crawdad tail. So they were tearing that down to build this new school. Well, it's an old building. The basement was creepy as could be. I remember when I went to school there, like downstairs is where the gym and swimming was. And there was some creepy stuff that happened in that bathroom. In the basement. Like, I'll tell you some stories. But so, they're tearing this down. And they decided to have a local photographer go and take pictures of them tearing it down. So, this local photographer goes, takes pictures, doesn't notice anything other than normal per se at that moment. Well, later on, and this isn't like a personal ghost story, by the way. It's just a general, not a general, but one to hear. So later on, this photographer goes and develops the pictures. Crazy, y'all. Because in those pictures, you can see a girl, a young girl, in a white, very old-fashioned gown, like in the doorway as they're demolishing this school. And then there's some of the workers that were actually working there or working on it that said as they were tearing it down, they could hear screams, like a young girl. And in more than one of the pictures, this girl appeared. So, like, they went, you know, people tried to say, oh, that's photoshopped in there because you can use this app or whatever, you know. And so then people started coming out and about with their stories. It used to be called Ace Junior High. And I know that one day in the school, I was walking to my Spanish class, which was downstairs, right? And you had to walk down this hallway, and the hallway was very uneven because, again, it was built on an old mine shaft. So I'm walking down this hallway, right? It's kind of a double ghost story today. Walking down this hallway to get to my class. I was all alone because I was late. I forget where I was. I don't remember. I was never in trouble in school, y'all, so it wasn't that. But I don't remember what was going on. But I'm walking down this hallway, and all of a sudden I feel like something tapped me on the shoulder. And I thought, okay, So I turn around, I look, there's nothing. Nothing, y'all. No one's around. There's nothing there. And I'm like, okay, you know, I was a teenager. I'm like, maybe it's just in my head. So I keep walking. Probably about a good 10 feet before I get to my classroom. And you can hear the whole classroom, you know, teenagers, they're rowdy. You can hear them, and again, something like taps me on the shoulder, but harder this time. So I turn around, again, nothing. Nothing anywhere around. And at this time, I'm like, okay, I'm not imagining this. Something is tapping me on the shoulders. And so I just stood there for a second. And I'm like, okay, what do I do? Do I scream? Do I run? You know, what do I do? Because everybody's going to think I'm crazy. So I just quickly walked to class because, like I said, I was like 10 feet away from my classroom. And I did in class. You know, of course, the teacher's like, oh, why are you late? So on and so forth. I sit down. And all of a sudden, we hear this, like, loud giggle. And so my teacher goes out in the hallway. And this was the only classroom there. So, like, why is there a loud giggle, you know? She goes out in the hallway. Y'all, there's nothing there. But at this point in time, I'm like, okay, I'm not imagining this because everybody's hearing this. Never could figure out, like, what it was, who it was, or anything of that sort. But there most definitely was things there. Alive and... not alive, but there. And like I said, I have some other stories about the gym, locker room, because that school was kind of set up weird. The pool was, per se, kind of upstairs, but downstairs at the same time. But the locker room was, like, downstairs. You would come up the flight of stairs to get to the pool, but that was considered the bottom level. It was weird, the way it was built. Older school, of course. Much older. I mean, that had been there for a long time. My grandparents went to school. So, who's to say in that amount of time what had happened there? Because you just don't know. Look at that big old boy. He's huge. Yeah. I haven't heard anything like coming up at this new school that was built on the same site. So I'm guessing whenever they built or demolished the old one, whatever this was went with it. I'm not sure. Crawdads are really good in that class. Like, really good. It's just, some of the history is just crazy, y'all. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And I know some of you are like, I have to see it to believe it. or experience it to believe it. I'd say the same thing. I honestly would. But I've experienced it, so I can't not believe it. Because I've experienced it. If it was like a one-time ordeal, I'd probably be like, nah. But I have experienced a lot of paranormal activity. Like I said, it's a very historic town. So, to be expected, really honestly. I'm hoping me and Heather will be doing a video on Friday, which will come out Sunday. I'm hoping that I have hit the 1,000 subscriber by then, and me and Heather can do like a big shebang and celebration. If not, then we will at a later time. But hopefully we'll leave a comment down below if you all want us to go live that night, because we can do that. We like to chit chat with you guys. She really likes it. So you can leave a comment down below, and if we get enough that everybody would like, because I have almost 1,000 subscribers, so I'd like to see. The last live we did had like, I don't know, 20 people at the most in there. I'd like to see at least 40. Because we like to answer questions and whatnot. And sometimes we play games like Would You Rather or whatnot. We have not been together since, it's been a while, y'all. It's been a while. I feel it's been too long. But she's been off camping, and she actually just got back from camping and whatnot. A lot of people will eat the delicacy. I do not. On crawdads. To me, or as they call it, the mustard. To me, it's got a funky flavor. I can't do it, but to each his own, right? I'm gonna take another bite of cucumber. I'm congested today. For some odd reason, every time we do like a fire outside, because we have a fire pit, next day I wake up, my eyes are like puffy and I'm congested. I don't know why. I'm gonna tell you guys about this story. This is today. So we get up, I'm checking my email, and I'm supposed to get a package from Amazon today. It was my foundation, because I bought a new one and it's breaking my face out. I stick to good old fashioned CoverGirl Aqua Smooth. It's what I use. And so our local Walmart here doesn't have it. So I ordered it off of Amazon, which is usually where I order it anyways. But I ran out and I had bought a new one. I can't find it anywhere, y'all. But so I ordered this one, right? Wake up, check the email. It says package on hold. The Postal Service needs more information. I'm like, what? Okay, I've never had that happen. So, we have a bird's nest right here, by the way, if you hear the birds. So I get on Amazon, and I'm checking. I'm like, what in the world? It says last place was Henderson, Nevada. Obviously, I don't live in Nevada, y'all. So I call USPS. Well, you can't hardly get through to anybody there. So I called Amazon. And I'm like, what in the world? Like, that's so weird. I have another package being delivered today from Amazon. And the gentleman's like, no, it's already been delivered. So I go outside, and sure enough, it's in the mailbox. And he's like, is the other package with it? And I said, no. And he stops, he goes, I'm so confused. I'm like, you and me both. And so he's like, looking, he calls the postal service, they get on the phone. She tells me, oh, you can go down to the post office and pick it up. And I'm like, was it here in my town? And she looks and she goes, no, it's in Nevada. I'm like, well, obviously I don't live in Nevada. And she goes, I'm not sure what's going on, but it should be to you within 14 days. If not, you can open the case. I'm like, really? I don't have 14 days to wait for this makeup. So I get off she gets off the line. The Amazon dude gets back on. He's like, we'll send out a replacement. I'm like, okay, cool. He comes back on. We can't do that for 24 hours. I'm like, really? He's like, I'll call you tomorrow. I'm like, I have to work. So he says, I'll send you an email about a replacement. I'm just like, oh my goodness. How can one package, they're coming from the same exact place, get delivered, and then the other says it's not deliverable? Get this kicker. Because customer has moved. You're not even in my town. How'd you deliver? You didn't even try to deliver it to me because you ain't even in my town. It's like y'all have lost your mind. I'm telling you, I'll be happy when some things kick back to normal. As far as like shipping and stuff. I know life's never going to be the same. Our new way of normal, I should say. Wyoming's pretty much open at this point. We still have restrictions and stuff in restaurants and bars, but churches are open, funerals, all that. So yeah. It's scary though, because our cases keep going up, up, up. Imagine that. Who would have guessed, right? Not you or I, right? Anyways, I want to thank you all for joining me for this surf and turf seafood boil mix. Give that sauce a try. I didn't eat much of it. The husband will. I didn't eat much of that one either. And that looked like a lot of food, y'all. Them crawdads have little tails. That's pretty much what you eat. And that's it. But they're huge. There's not a lot in it. And a lobster tail. And 2 shrimp. And 1 snow crab thing. And some cucumber. And not even half my corn. Corn gets in my teeth. It drives me nuts. I don't know about y'all, but it does me. Anyways, thank you all for joining me for Ghost Story Wednesday. I hope you enjoyed it. If not, be assured that we will be back here on Friday for Trivia Friday. And Heather will be here Sunday for Get to Know Me Sunday. But it's going to be Get to Know Us Sunday, of course. Hope you all have a great week. I hope you all had a great weekend. And as always, stay warm and stay blessed. Bye, y'all.